And Musk now says that Trump should be impeached, and Trump says that Musk should be investigated for his tens of billions of dollars in federal contracts, and for once, they're both right. My friends, fascism will not be the end of American democracy. American democracy will be the end of fascism. We will stand up for democracy and human rights and freedom all over the world. We will stand with President Zelensky and the people of Ukraine against Putin's filthy, bloodthirsty invasion. We will stand with the people of Greenland, the people of Europe and Africa, the people of Canada and Mexico, for our common right to trade with each other, to respect each other, to travel and migrate and seek asylum without fear and without terror. We are the ones fighting against terror and tyranny today. And I look at you today, Philadelphia, and I know we are winning. We are winning. I will leave you with the words of the great Tom Paine, who my son Tommy was named after. And Tom Paine got to this beautiful city in 1774. 2 years before the American Revolution. He fell in love with your city, and he fell in love with this land. He said, if America lives up to its values and its ideals, it will become, he said, an asylum to humanity. Not an insane asylum, mind you, okay? A place of refuge for people seeking freedom from religious and political and intellectual and economic repression from around the world. And then he wrote the greatest pamphlet in our history, Common Sense, which ignited the American Revolution against the kings and the queens and the lords and the dictators. But 1776 was a tough year, and the country was split down the middle, and half of the people were saying, you can't beat the greatest military empire that ever existed. You can't overthrow a tyrannical king. It won't work, they said. But half the people said, let's give it a try. Let's pledge to ourselves our lives, our fortunes, our sacred honor to build a government that rests on the consent of the governed and the rights and the freedoms of the people. But in 1776, Paine wrote another pamphlet called The American Crisis to give people hope, to see it through all the way. And I'm going to quote a little passage for you. I'm going to update the language pursuant to instructions from Nancy Pelosi, because she said Tom Paine was a feminist and he wouldn't mind. And that he was fighting for women's voting rights in the 18th century. But Paine said this. He said, these are the times that try men and women's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will shrink at this moment from the service of their cause and their country. But everyone that stands with us now will win the love and the favor and the affection of every man. Will be our victory. That victory will be ours, Philadelphia.
On the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington, thousands gathered on the Mall, not in commemoration, but in rededication. It was a magnificent sight. All ages, young and old, in every color imaginable. Families, sororities, fraternities, activists, and everyday people. Not one instance of violence in the sweltering heat. People unrolling prayer blankets towards Mecca, others walking to tents to observe Shabbat. It was a beautiful day. And 700 miles away in Jacksonville, Florida, a gunman with a swastika carved into his weapon opened fire in a predominantly black community and shot dead 3 people. Same day, same country. A tale of 2 Americas, much like the tale of 2 wolves. You all have heard the story, right? We talk about it a lot in our home, and it goes that a Cherokee grandmother told her granddaughter about a battle that goes on inside every person. My child, she says, the battle is between 2 wolves. One is full of anger, division, chaos, greed, arrogance, self-pity, resentment, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego. The other is full of joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, community, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. The granddaughter thought for a moment and asked, well, which wolf wins? The grandmother pulled her close and said, the one you feed. I stand before you today, not in anger, but in love. Not the sentimental kind, but a bold, unwavering, truth-telling love. A mother's love, a people's love, a love that says, I will fight for you, even when I don't know your name. Because your liberation is bound up in mine. We gather at a crossroads, one that asks us once again, is this America? Is this America when tanks roll through our neighborhoods, but healthcare doesn't? Is this America when flash bombs fall on peaceful protesters, but not on injustice? Is this America when the First Amendment is honored in print, but punished in practice? Let me be clear. This is not patriotism. This is performance. This is not leadership. This is illusion. And this, my brothers and sisters, is not democracy. This is a creeping shadow of authoritarianism, cloaked in power and pride. But we will not be deceived by noise and spectacle, because the true strength of this nation is not in its missiles, but in its morality. Not in its parades, but in its people. Not in fear, but in freedom. It's been a long few months, and I hear so many of us talking about anxiety and depression and despair. But when I despair, I remember the words of Gandhi. There may be tyrants and murderers, but in the end, they always fall. Because truth force, what he called soul force, satyagraha, is more powerful than any other weapon. of love. That's the force of justice. That's the force of everyday people saying enough. So I ask you again, where do we go from here? Chaos or community? That's right, we choose community. We choose the deep national healing that we so badly need. We choose to realize the dream, because it's not radical to care about all children, not just the ones who look, pray, or love like your own. It's not radical to believe in the words carved on the base of the Statue of Liberty. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. It's not radical to serve, to protect, to protest, to love. No, it's not radical, it's American. And that's why we're going into communities across this country, not with closed fists or with tanks, but with open hearts and open arms. We are showing up with truth in our hands and love in our voices, because we love this country. And we know that loving America means holding it accountable to its highest promises. My father-in-law, Martin Luther King Jr., spoke of levels of love, the highest being agape, and the highest level is not passive. It's a force that challenges systems, not just sentiments. That's the love that we need now. That's the love that will unify us. So let us raise our voices, not in hate, but in hope. Let us march, not to divide, but to build. Let us love, not to escape the struggle, but to endure it together. Because we are one people, one nation, under God, indivisible, with and justice for all. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Let me first say that we send all of our prayers and support to those families that lost their loved ones who are elected officials in Minnesota. We also today must start, because I come from the nonviolent tradition, as many of us do. And I can't imagine what my father nor mother are thinking as we go through this period of history. Beyond the fact that we must stay engaged and stay on the battlefield and until truth, justice, freedom, and equality exist for all humankind. I am deeply honored to stand with you today in the city of brotherly love. A city steeped in the dream of liberty, a city that birthed a nation, and a city that has long carried the flame of resistance in the face of oppression. Philadelphia, you are no stranger to struggle. You were a sanctuary for runaway slaves, a refuge for the righteous abolitionists, a crossroads for the Underground Railroad, and today you are once again a sacred ground where justice calls and freedom answers. So it is only fitting that we gather here today, not in fear, but in faith, not in despair, but in defiance. We gather here in the shadow of Independence Hall to declare that we, the people, still believe in democracy. We still believe in justice. And we still believe in a nation without kings, without tyrants, without rulers who place themselves above the law. We are here to say this land belongs to the people, not to the monarchs, not to the autocrats, not to strong men, but to the people. Just as the generation of 17 and 76 cast off the crown and proclaimed a republic, we, the generation of 2025, pledge to keep faith with that sacred inheritance and let it be known to every corner of this land. We will not let democracy die on our watch. Yes, we're deeply troubled, my friends, by efforts to use fear as a weapon, to use immigration as a scapegoat, to silence the voice of the people through martial force. But we are not afraid, we're not intimidated, and we will not be moved. We will stand, we will march, we will sing, and we will speak peacefully, powerfully, and persistently until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream. Let us be clear. Let us be perfectly clear that to deport anyone without due process is not only illegal, it is immoral. It is a betrayal of our Constitution and of our highest values. We are one nation under God, indivisible, not with division and detention, but with liberty and justice for all. We reject the militarization of our streets. We say to those in power, if you want to honor our armed forces, do not parade them through the streets like pawns on a chessboard. Honor them by caring for their bodies, their minds, and their futures. Honor them by protecting democracy, not parading over it. Let us use those hundreds of millions of dollars not to inflate egos, but to uplift the people. Use it to fund our schools, to heal our sick, to protect our elderly, to care for our veterans. That is real patriotism. That is real love of our country. And I say to every protester, every marcher, every dreamer in this moment, commit yourselves to nonviolence. Not merely as a strategy, but as a way of life. My father taught us that nonviolence is the sword that heals. It is the weapon of the strong. It turns enemies into friends and injustice into redemption. Every gain of the modern civil rights movement that was made was won through disciplined, determined nonviolence. Nonviolent love, I should say. Remember, the forces of repression are watching for us to slip up. They're waiting to point at a broken window and ignore a broken system. They're waiting for an excuse to crush what they cannot control. We must not give it to them. Even one act of violence can undo the moral power of 1,000 voices. So let our protest be loud, but let it also be loving. Let it be fierce, but let it be faithful. Let it be firm, but never fueled by hate. So train your hearts in the discipline of peace. Prepare your minds for the long road ahead. And walk together, children, don't you get worried. For there's a great camp meeting in the promised land of justice. So as I close this afternoon, I want to say to you, have faith in democracy. Have faith in the power of the people. Have faith in truth over lies, light over darkness, love over hate. We walk not alone, for God walks with us. And if God be for us, who can be against us? So let us rise up with faith. Let us march on with courage. And let us keep climbing toward that great day when liberty is no longer a promise, but a lived reality of all. And so, we will never give up. We will never give out. We will never give in. We must keep
para hacer la toma de arriba. Sí, y te pones ahí con ellos. Ya terminó, un poquito, Luisita, por favor.
Sí.
Háblame, háblame. Háblame, Luisa. Ahí estamos, perfecto, perfecto.
¿Dónde me quieres?
Ahí estás bien, ahí estás bien. Ok. Ok, perfecto, gracias. Un segundo. Ok, listos, grabando, Luis.
Well, there's no way you were not going to find me at some of the No Kings protests in America. I mean, this is what it's all about. Right? We have a constitution here, and we have to follow the constitution. And we don't have a king, we have a president. The president's job is to take care that the laws are faithfully executed. The laws passed by Congress, by the House and Senate, and signed into law by the president. That's all the president's job is, not to trample the freedoms and rights of the people, not to usurp the powers of Congress. So I was going to be out there regardless, but when they invited me to come to Philadelphia, I just thought it was too wonderful and too symbolic and to come to a place where the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution were born, to come to where the Battle of Gettysburg was, and the people of Philadelphia, the people of Pennsylvania, they've always stood up for our freedom and democracy, and they're doing it again.
What seems to be the biggest hurdle?
The biggest hurdle, well,
Congress right now.
look, the courts are standing up and doing their job. There are 184 preliminary injunctions right now against, and temporary restraining orders against this reign of lawlessness. And, you know, if we knew that Trump and his administration were going to comply with all these orders, then we could feel pretty confident we could struggle our way through. But they have been, you know, doing a do-si-do, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, sometimes complying, sometimes not. We got to make sure that judicial independence is respected and that the orders of the courts are respected. But fundamentally, we're not going to be able to rely on the courts. We need people all over America, not just in my beautiful home state of Maryland, the free state, not just in Pennsylvania, but in every state of the Union, and stand up for democracy and freedom and the rule of law in the country. Well, we're standing up every day. The Republicans in the House side have a very narrow margin of, I can't remember if it's 3 votes or 4 votes right now. People people out, but it's just a handful of votes. Great pressure on everyone. All the politicians across the country, so the ones who are in swing districts just feel it's not worth it. They're going to give up their careers. They've got to be more afraid of their own voters turning against them than they are of Donald Trump, saying he's going to force somebody else or get Elon Musk to spend his money. You bet. Thank you.
viendo, perfecto.
Can you tell me why it's so
I think it was important for us to be here to show Americans, remind Americans the best of Americans, to remind us to be united, to stand for what is right, for what is just, for what is
sir?
Question, I'm sorry.
Why is it so important for you to be here?
It's important to be here because there are two separate Americas. And we talk about being, it's in our name, the United States of America. We cannot be the United States of America if it's all right to have a different vision, but those visions must unify and not suppress someone else because you disagree with them. I mean, we're here because this is a First Amendment right. My dad used to say the greatness of America is the right to protest for rights. And when you have elements of government that seem to be attempting to suppress the rights for all people, the people must stand up and say, no, that is not what we want. We know we can be better. We are working to create. My dad might have called it the beloved community in my mind.
Do you have any?
Well, obviously, it's beyond tragic. We were en route here, so we still haven't fully been briefed, but we do know that elected officials lost their mind. And again, we keep asking, is this America? This can never be normalized and become what we expect. And that's why we're here today. That's why more than 2,000 cities and towns across the nation, people are coming together and standing together and to remind us that we are great with what we have.
Something about Minnesota?
I would, I certainly, it's almost like you're waking up dreaming of something that should not ever exist. We as a society have lost our humanity. When someone loses their life, you can't get any, I don't know what else could happen. But also, when people are mistreated, there's a humane way to do everything. If someone disagrees with you, it does not have to result in death. That is absolutely insane and crazy. We are better than that as a nation. But you must continue to understand that it's the rhetoric that's put into society that's not justified, but it creates an unfolded set of circumstances. Humanity is better. And I must say that our prayers go to the families. Our prayers go to them. And I hope the community lift up the community. Someday, Dad would say this. I have to keep saying it. I can't say it enough. We must learn non-violence, or we might face non-existence.
What do you think your dad would tell Donald Trump?
That's a very good question. Dad always challenged and attempted to find the best in a human being and extract the best, the goodness of the human being. And, you know, Donald Trump represents Dad would bring together people to challenge him on things that he felt were wrong and that were hurting the masses of people. You know, there could be policy that brings us together and lifts us up. I mean, I think Dad would be very concerned, and Mom, I should say, about children being in schools. You go and track them and divide their families. What kind of humanity, human being does that? Orders that. There's a constructive way to address some illegal scenario. And I, personally, I don't even know how you call people aliens. Aliens is another thing.
they're human beings. And we're not dealing with any of them as if they're human beings. We're dealing with them as if they're animals or something else lower. That has got to change.
And I think the question would not be what you would say to Donald Trump, but what you would be saying to the community, because he understands exactly where the power is. And I think that he would be doing what's happening today all across the station, organizing us to come together, to stand together, and to organize together to really create the blood of freedom.
Amen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Say yes. Say good. Say yes.
So, first of all, I want to, hey, Philadelphia, I have never seen you before. So I need some help. I need some help. I have one thing to say to you, and it is no kings, freedom. No kings, freedom. But as Randy says, and she's right, and I know something about authoritarianism, the thing that I know is that it can only be fought together. So I'm going to say no kings, and I want to hear if there's anybody out there who can say freedom. No kings. No kings. No kings. That's right. We don't want kings. We don't want fascists. We don't want oligarchs for very simple reasons. Those people cannot represent us. They are surrounded by the hirelings, by the minions, by the bootlicking billionaires. And what they will do and what they are doing is taking away the future, taking away our hope, destroying the environment around us, taking away our rights. That is what they are bringing to us. No kings. No kings. No kings. Freedom means hands off. Freedom means no deportations in the streets. Freedom means no violence against peaceful American citizens and everybody in this country. But freedom also means a nature with which we're in harmony. Freedom also means a government that works. Freedom also means equality, health care. Freedom also means the American dream. No kings. No kings. No kings. When I was a little kid, my parents brought me to the city to see a Liberty Bell. That was very meaningful for me because we had a bell on the farm, and I called out that bell as a Liberty Bell, and I rang as a little kid. I came, we saw the Liberty Bell, and that was wonderful. But as I grew up, I learned some things. I learned that the Liberty Bell wasn't called the Liberty Bell in 1776. You know this, right? You're from Philadelphia. It was called the State House Bell. It was the abolitionists who called it the Liberty Bell. It was the people who had the challenge of slavery who called it the Liberty Bell. And then it was the women's suffrage movement who called it the Liberty Bell. And it's because of them that we now all call it the Liberty Bell. And what do we learn from that? We learn that in history, first no kings, and then freedom. And we learn that you only make progress for freedom with struggle, and you learn that you only make progress for freedom with allies who you learn from. So, no kings is today, freedom is tomorrow. No kings today, freedom tomorrow. We act together today, and we keep acting tomorrow. We make a new friend here today, and we do something with them tomorrow. We meet somebody we admire today, and we do something with them tomorrow. We meet somebody who's a little more courageous than us today, and we do something with them tomorrow. Today, no kings, tomorrow, freedom. There is a better America out there. There is a better America underneath. There is a better America that we can see. There is a better America that we can make. History is in our hands. No kings. No kings. No kings. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage the co-president of Community Change, Lorella Braden.
Because we are not just resisting, we are reshaping and rebuilding this country from the ground up. Ahora yo quiero hablar con la gente latina. Sí, nos están atacando por tener la piel morena, por hablar español, por existir con orgullo. Nos quieren borrar, pero no podrán. Porque venimos de fuerza, de lucha, de esperanza, de campos sembrados y calles marchadas, de madres que no se rinden y pueblos que no se doblan. Mi familia latina, este es el momento de unirnos, de alzar nuestras voces, porque aquí estamos, aquí seguimos y no nos vamos. Ni un paso atrás, porque esta también es nuestra América. So, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to wrap my word up, and we're going to say, no hate, no fear. Would you please are welcome here? Are you ready? All right, let's do this thing. Make it loud. No hate, no fear. Would you please are welcome here? No hate, no fear. Would you please are welcome here? No hate, no fear. Would you please are welcome here? No hate, no fear. Would you please are welcome here? No hate, no fear. Would you please are welcome here? No hate, no fear. Would you please are welcome here? Thank you. Thank you, Philadelphia.
Please give a warm Philadelphia welcome to Army veteran with common defense, Naveed Shah.
Just a moment. Es que si no se va a ver la madera y se va a ver feo, Luisita hermosa.
¿Qué te hago?
Sí, ahí, dame chance. Déjame dar foco. ¿Ok? Ok, estamos listos. Corriendo.
It's more important for millions and millions of people that are in these rallies all across the country because it's the same reason to vote to elect millions of people. Those who must be voted for, those who are
What's the point of a military parade if you're going to disrespect the troops and their families? 250 years ago, the army that I love was founded by the Continental Congress to stand up against King George. Almost nothing makes me prouder than to say, go army. But today, Trump's birthday parade isn't about patriotism. It's about his power. And here's the truth. In a recent poll that we did, 70% of veterans, including Republicans and independents, are opposed to Trump's birthday parade. Because we know you don't honor the troops by making them fly. And that's why common defense and our veterans are gathered here today and across the country to reaffirm our commitment to the Constitution of the United States. Not a politician, not a political party, and no king. Despite our nation's history of oppression and racism, but the ideals that we took an oath to rise above all of that. When I took my oath to join the Army, I did so because I believe that America stood for something better, and I still do. And that's why it's so important for me to protect this country and this Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. If we are to be the shining city on the hill, then we must set the example. Before we send our troops to promote democracy abroad, we must protect democracy here at home. Liberty and justice must truly be accessible for all. The men and women of our military must hold the oath every single day. And as veterans, we're here to commit to continue upholding our oath. And we call on all members of Congress, left, right, and center, to do the right thing. For the future of democracy depends on them. And it's because of all of you out here going beyond just today. Continue to show up, because this is not just the end, this is just the beginning. Because in America, we have no king.
Please welcome to the stage from the AC1G, Anu Joshi and Mike Lee.
My name is Anu Joshi, and I am with the American Civil Liberties Union. And I'm here to say to you that no matter what, the ACLU is in this fight alongside you to save our democracy. Over the last 4 months,
Voy a mover para el otro lado para tener otra toma. Ya sé, mi amor, ya sé. Sí, mi vida. It's very heavy.
Happy Early Father's Day. Happy democracy. Cities and countries, cities across this country, standing up, pushing back against President Trump and his enablers, while they try to pull out all the stops, unconstitutionally, trying to scare us, put us on our heels, knock the democratic breath out of us. They even trying to do it here in Philly, threatening funding cuts that don't change our local policy, deportation without due process. Troops in our streets. But guess what? You must be the wrong city. You see our local government, you see our elected officials, we here to stand up and push back. City, as you heard throughout today, we're known for our fighting spirit and our brotherly love. And do not see the whole city people. Let me tell y'all real quick why these are called the rocky steps. It's not because of how many people rock and knock down, it's because of how many times you stood up. Against the odds, he stood up. Stand up, fight back, right? So, when they try to give us a parade, no, he's not gonna say we're gonna stand up. Don't give us a statue. It's a tourist. We love to learn. That's why we talk about these steps. That's why we bring our champions to these steps. Because we respect and love the climb, the underdog. It doesn't matter what the odds are. We're here to fight peacefully. And do so in a constitutional way, because that's what it's all about. Last thing, Dave. Last thing. Only love can drive out the hate that we're seeing. I see love here. And just remember, when you're in Philly, sometimes love hurts.
Please give a warm Philadelphia welcome to State Representative from Georgia, Ruel Roman.
Hey y'all! This is a gorgeous crowd. How's everybody doing? Good. Thank you for being out here to make clear that we bow down to no king. As we gather here today and all around the country, we face a pivotal moment in our history. I know it seems dark and scary. We're watching families torn apart all around the country. We saw photos of Marines detaining a vet on his way to the a long-triggering escalation in the Middle East. And this morning, Minnesota State legislators were hunted down and gunned down. And all of this comes after we watched the genocide unfold in Gaza for almost 2 years, while our elected officials cheered it on or gave meaning-out reasons of why they couldn't oppose the atrocities that we paid for. We did not arrive here in a vacuum, and it's important to understand how we got here so we can change the trajectory of where we go.
¿Les puedes decir que voy a cambiar lente, porfa? O sea, voy a tener que apagar un poco, cambiar el lente, ¿sí? Sí, sí, sí.